Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the DC animated version of Batman vs. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. You can also find me over Twitter and Instagram at Movie Guy 365. Hey, Batman vs. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in 4K. Before we begin, look at this cover. I honestly love this slipcover on this. It's got a nice embossing to it, a little bit of a shine to the, aspects of like the masks of the turtles and that kind of thing. I absolutely love this slipcover. So, Batman vs. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they put out a crossover series in the comic books several years ago, which I've really kind of enjoyed. And also they more recently featured them together in the Injustice 2 video game. It was kind of nice, there was even a time where I was playing Batman and, against Hellboy with the Turtles as a backup kind of thing. It was an interesting mix, let's just say. So when I heard they were doing an animated film, I was optimistic we were going to get something good. And sure enough, I feel that overall Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it works as an animated feature. Now, this is pretty much outside, it's an own continuity, that kind of thing, and that's fine. Not everything has to be connected or like a shared universe, but I enjoy the aspect of the crossover quite a bit. The animation was fine. It's typical DC animation, which kind of sometimes borderlines on a cheap look to it. I think if I had any complaint about DC animated films was I wish they would maybe put a little more time in them and just kind of make them look nicer. Sometimes this one kind of looks okay, but it does look a little rough around the edges sometimes. I think overall I enjoyed the character designs, except for the Joker. Something was just off about the Joker. I didn't like his look at all. Everybody else I felt was fine. They looked good in their respective iterations, but for some reason the Joker just looked weirdly animated. I didn't enjoy that at all, and I'm going to get through more to the Joker in a moment. But yeah, it's a good crossover. It's a very basic story. So Shredder has come to Gotham City with the Foot Clan, and he's teamed up with Ra's al Ghul to develop a ooze, kind of contaminant to basically use it against the citizens of Gotham, so they just destroy their own city. Basic plot. And of course, we have the versus part of Batman versus the TMNT, and that happens. It happens somewhat early in the film, and they kind of get that out of the way for the most part. Now, Batman's joined by his slightly extended family with Batgirl, as well as Damian Wayne Robin, and of course the TMNT, bring themselves, and there's very aspects of both universes that collide. They have Shredder and the Foot and a couple other TMNT characters that come over, and of course, as I mentioned, Joker is part of that thing. Now, I would say overall the film does work, and I really enjoyed some of them. There's particular liners in there I really did like, and I'm not a huge Damian Wayne fan, and I wasn't a big fan of his voice acting here, but after a while I kind of was okay with it, and I actually started liking the character. I don't like him in the comics as much. It just seems a little too angry, all the time. And I would say that, as I said, the film does work. It moves at a brisk pace. Now, one thing I didn't like is it's not really a spoiler, but basically they visit Arkham Asylum, and I felt that whole sequence went on a bit too long. It definitely felt like a filler kind of thing before they got to the main event, and I think it was maybe about 5 minutes too long. And there's scenes involving the inmates of Arkham being, I'll just say supersized, and it was a little too on the nose, where everybody turned out to be, and I'm like, okay, sure. And I didn't enjoy the sequence overall. I enjoyed the end part, and I enjoyed the part leading up to it, but that whole sequence I wasn't a big fan of. But I did enjoy the camaraderie between the Turtles, and of course that eventually went over to the Bat family. And I enjoyed their it just felt like they connected and they clicked. Nothing felt too out of place, and I now live in a world where Batman says cowabunga. And that kind of works. It does. Sometimes those moments can be a little cringeworthy. I didn't feel that way here. I enjoyed it. So, alright, enough about the story. So how does it look? It's a modest upgrade over the standard Blu-ray. Now, there are moments where the HDR really shines, and when they do, it does. Mostly like the black levels are like dark inky blacks, and I love that part about what 4K and HDR can do. And you know, the masks with the whites in their eyes, that kind of thing is really enunciated pretty much through the use of HDR. And there's scenes involving the before mentioned ooze that really glow on the screen, and I like that a lot. I feel it is a worthy upgrade over the Blu-ray for picture quality. Audio-wise, you're getting about the same audio. It's really, I believe, no different there. Nothing spectacular. It's a front-heavy-ish kind of film, so all the action is happening up front, dialogue especially. I can't recall a time at all that I heard dialogue behind me in the speakers whatsoever. It might have been there, but I was listening for it. I didn't pick it up. It's a fine audio track for a made-for-video kind of animated thing. So you're not getting something like you would get in a Disney release or, you know, a big studio animated feature. So be prepared that your audio is pretty much front-heavy there. Overall, I feel Batman vs. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 95% works, and I enjoyed it. They set up something for the future. Hopefully we get more something like this. And I would love to see more crossovers with Batman and other, you know, I know we've had in the comics numerous crossovers like Alien, Predator. And considering where the rights are now, I don't see that happening. But God, you imagine what an animated, serious Alien or Predator versus Batman film would be like? Oh, jeez. I'm kind of drooling over the idea. So anyway, let me know in the comments below if you had a chance to see it. I absolutely loved it. I think the slipcover is amazing. And let me know. And in the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.